Okay, twisted stitches are a technique for crossing one stitch over another stitch without using a cable needle. They're usually combined with twisted stitches or stitches that are knit through the back loop, so you get a really defined texture in your finished piece. So I'm going to be working from this chart because it has quite a variety of different twisted stitches. Now, to knit through the back loop, you just catch the back loop of a knit stitch and knit it like you normally would. So I'm going to knit or work to my first twisted stitch, which is here on row 4, and it's a knit over knit cross to the right. And I've seen so many different names for them, so I'm just going to call it a right cross or right twist. I don't know. Anyways, so work as if you were going to knit 2 together, but don't take them off the needle. And then bring your working yarn through and knit this first stitch through the back loop. And when you pull both of them off together, you can see that it's crossed, and it actually looks quite tidy. So the trickier one is crossing to the left. So we're going to reach back here and catch the front of that one and knit it, and then knit this one through the back loop. And that's it. We've twisted one to the right and one to the left, and both those stitches are knit. Okay, now I've moved ahead to row 8. So it has 3 different kinds of twisted stitches. It's a right cross where the first stitch is a knit and the second is a purl, and this one crosses 3 stitches, and it's a knit, purl, and a knit, and then a left cross with a knit and a purl. So the first one is a right cross, and you're going to be left with a knit stitch on the right and a purl stitch on the left. So start like you would for a right cross where they were both going to be knit. Knit 2 as if you were going to knit them together. Leave it on the needle. Purl the first one and drop them both off the needle together. You see you've got a cross to the right with a knit and then a purl. And then to cross 3, I'm going to knit into the front of that stitch because it gives us a little bit more flexibility. And cross it across, and again leave them on the needle. And then I'm going to purl the next one because I want the purl stitch to be in the middle, and knit the next one through the back loop, and then they all come off the needle together, and it's going to end up looking like this. But you can see you've got this one is crossed over the 2, there's a purl and then a knit, and then this one we're going to cross left with a purl. So what I do for this is I actually catch the purl stitch and bring it around onto my needle, I think it got twisted there. Okay, so to cross this one left with a purl, I grab the purl stitch, put it onto the needle and purl it, and then knit this one through the back loop and pull them off the needle together. And that one is crossed to the left. So that's it. You've got crossing to the right, knit to knit, crossing to the left, knit to knit, to the right with a knit and a purl, to the left with a knit and a purl, and crossing 3. And what you end up with is a really nice textured piece.